This is Lockie Hume, and you're listening to the Crowject.
Walker needs to kick accurately, and he has. Oh, what a lift
to the excitement machine, McLeod. Left foot goal.
Oh, don't tell me.
He's a superstar.
Don't tell me. Oh, bounces straight up, leaves a path the ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest episode of the Crowject podcast. Just want to give a shout out to our sponsors off the top in Trojan Aluminium and Pain Med SA. Thank you, Pete, over in a nice cold can. Now we'll just head around the table because we do have a full group back tonight. And thank you very much to Elodie for hosting last week. Very wholesome as it gets.
Thank you. Is it going to be just as wholesome this week?
No.
I won't lie to you.
Okay.
We'll start with Benny Mac.
Good evening. How you going?
I'm good, thank you. Damon.
You confused me. You jumped right past me, went to Ben, and then you went back to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know where I stood.
Mixing it up.
Bit of cold regards action there.
No,
not quite warm regards.
Warm regards.
Warmest of regards to you too.
Thank you very much. Pilot Pete.
G'day, mate.
I'm good, thank you. Queen Elodie.
Hello, Cream. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm glad you said Queen Elodie because Lleyton was like,
I saw him take his wig off in the car. Blake, last but not least.
Hello. How are you?
Good, thank you. Now, as always, thank you very much to our Patreons. We will get a list of those read out shortly. Someone's going to do that.
that's me.
But in the meantime, you can become a Patreon if you're not already by heading to patreon.com/project. And if you do get entitlements. Elodie, what shows do you get? You've been busy lately.
I've been busy, slightly busy by doing one interview, with two interviews, sorry.
I was going to say more.
Yeah, we have spoken to Nick Gill, so you can tune in and see that. That was quite interesting.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah. Talking about the Neil Craig era. And then, another episode with Nick Gill where he's talking about a player by the name of Greg Gorman. Anybody knows who that is?
No idea who that is.
And then we've got Will Young. I had a chat with Will Young. That was very interesting too. So tune in for those.
And rumour has it you have another one in the works.
Oh, yes, yeah. Bit of Cecil. Yeah, won't reveal that just yet because he'll probably, just in case he cancels something.
Yeah, he'll listen to this and be like,
yeah,
abort.
no thanks.
And get your crow on, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got? Rob Lee, we've done that?
Yes, part 3 comes out this Friday.
Part 3.
There was a lot to chat about.
There
he
was.
came very prepared, that man. It was fantastic. And there's another one in the can waiting
Yes.
in the wings too. So
Nick Boyce.
So if
Yeah.
you're a big fan of Get Your Crow On and you're thinking, God, I hope this never ends, don't worry, it never ends. There'll be more and more.
And with the Crows locker room auction wrapping up this week, there'll be more to talk about soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
I was going to say, don't bring that up. I'm trying to get some last
Some
minute.
What's Tariq going for at the moment, mate?
Sitting on 100. All of
too
them on
much.
100.
Last but not least, you can get some merchandise. Ben, what do you get?
You get yourself a stubby holder, a lanyard, and a bottle opener.
Beautiful.
And stickers.
Oh, yes. Don't
Love
forget
it.
the stickers.
All sorts of Crowject stickers. There's only 2.
Now, Pete wanted this podcast under an hour and 15 minutes, so I'm not sure if I'm going to regret handing over to him for the Patreon readout, given how long he took last time.
Hence the 15 minutes.
But, Pete, take it away.
All right, we got Ethan Phillis, Matt Quist, Ben Piro, Brad, Sophie Damon, Drew Corner, Chris, Jade Hickey, Samuel Curtis, arguably AFL or debatably AFL, Callum Ryan, Amelia. Now, I've been asked to really wogify this name. Francesco Milanese, Sharon Karen, Matty Owen, Giggity Gov, Ethan Thomas, Christy Bainish, Now I'm Hungry, Harry Nelly, Martin Head, Kim Ryder, Aaron Shearer, Dan Yench, Brenton Garrigan, James Payne, Caitlin Stevens, Crow Tricolours. There are 3. Chris, Daniel, Sarah James, Adam Cirillo, Joel Kathina, Zem Ronaldo, Martin Evans, Tom Schultz, Michael Bornholm. Can I have some read music, please? Nathan Prime, Caroline Schomar, Lockie Glasbrook, Andy Munro, Peter Beveridge, Shahin Marty. Good, yes. Good. Simone McDonald, Aidan Gain, Jezza Withers, Lachlan Dan, Wellin, Mitchell Lord, Nathan Williams, Jason McKay, Pete Nash, and last but not least, the OG, Matt O'Brien. That's our Patreon list. Now, Damon, just so you know, that's called hitting the post. I don't know if you got taught that at your school thing. I hit the post.
Nice one.
Only the warmest of regards to all of our Patreon contributors.
Damn
but
straight.
also warm regards to all of you listening.
Is that also a radio trick to ask for the music halfway through the radio?
That's called bad production values, and we got that in spades here at the project.
We haven't covered that lesson yet.
Bad. What not to do?
Now, Pete, you're going to know this. Can I please have a Crom Beanie and Garden Steaks shirt update?
So we have had the delivery of the second batch of our Garden Steaks Guernseys that arrived last Friday, and they have pretty much all been posted out. So if you've ordered one, and if you order one right now, you will get it within, or it'll be posted out within 24 hours, and whenever the fuck Australia Post decide to do it.
And Elodie, where can you get them from?
You can get them from, oh God, it's one of a few sites.
The internet.
Big Cartel. Yeah, you can get them from the internet at crowject.bigcartel.com.
Nailed it.
Thank you. I knew it. Couldn't have done it better yourself, right?
Oh, no.
Did you just stop short of saying, I don't know, Google it?
Well, yeah, I probably would.
Same place you get your sandwiches, you know.
And while she's on
Internet.
such a roll, why are we going to be wearing them?
Because we are going to do the City to Bay, if it ever happens, with the Press Box podcast. And we are raising money for childhood cancer, which is lovely. So please donate if you can.
As in the raising funds for childhood
not
cancer.
not
it's
the childhood
not
cancer.
that childhood
Sorry.
cancer is.
Oh, God. I've ruined everything. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Now, can somebody please leave a fucking review?
No one wants the hoodie, apparently.
Yeah, come on. We just got a hoodie to give away. One of you people just send something.
See, Damon's wearing one right now.
Mm.
Wow.
At this point, it almost doesn't have to be Crom related. That's how desperate we're getting for a review.
Give us your best cheesecake recipe.
Yeah, I like that.
As long as you leave 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, as long as the recipe's there.
Honestly,
we'll do it.
you can just send us a photo of your lawn porn for all I care.
Oh, I love a bit of lawn porn.
Oh, how good.
Oh, I
mate.
love it.
Nothing like getting the Scott Bonner out and just going for a good old roll.
Just edging is my favourite.
You love a good edge.
Edging.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we love
Right,
edging.
In terms of when your edges are neat on your lawn, not
Oh,
whatever
I
you're
thought you
thinking
were
of.
talking about the intercourse.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm talking
Filthy
about
animals.
lawn maintenance.
I'm actually investing in a new whippersnipper this week.
Are you?
Yes.
Cool. Oh, let's talk about that.
If there's any recommendations, please let me know.
All I'll
Jesus,
say is
all
make
right,
sure you
this
get a
is-
matching battery for your lawnmower. And your
Battery, mate. Here we
Always-
use 2-stroke.
No.
In Australia, we
I'm
use
not
2
mixing
strokes.
Stop talking
chemicals in
about
my
stroking,
backyard.
Stroking
Stroking and edging,
started with
Jesus. We've got 2 defined sides of the table. It's like over 30s to under 30s. What do you guys want to talk about?
Artificial lawn.
I know it's off season, but you've gone off track real quick.
She's running a week into the off season as well. This could get real bad.
So much for an hour and 15 minutes. All right, let's get into the news. The Crom men, senior men, did not lose on the weekend.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Are you sure the SNFL didn't play?
I guarantee you they didn't play, and we'll get
Okay.
to that too. Awards at the best and fairest. Rory Laird wins everything. End of story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool, pretty
That's
much.
good. What did he win?
But
Three,
then-
three things?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think so.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The gold jacket and the other things, the other medals.
The other jackets.
Now, just a shout out to all the boomers online who said Taylor Walker was honoured to win the leading goal scorer at the club, like as if it was like a non-objective
Up for debate.
thing, you know?
Yeah.
Just
It
know,
wasn't
just-
like Adam Goods where he said no
No, that's
to the
right.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You can't say no to a leading goal kicker.
And what's Walker meant to do? You go like, just to
did
be
not.
nominated was an honour. And just to have my goals considered as worthy of notation
some
was
of
an
my
honour.
best stuff, some of my best work.
Oh, we've lost Pete.
Oh, hello.
Uh-oh.
I'm off to sea.
Oh.
We've got him.
There
back.
There were a lot of boomer comments too when Led won all these awards being like, oh, Lady, he holds our backline together.
Nah.
He doesn't play there anymore, you fucks.
Maybe that's why we've conceded so many
That's my
points.
point.
Because apparently he's been playing in the back line.
Oh, for God's sake. He's been lost.
Oh,
Lost at sea. Hey, I'm dead.
Now, also, while we are touching on text, there was a press conference last week in which the team allowed him to go to the best and fairest night. Can I just say how good it was to see the fucking way that the room got up and about when he was announced as the leading goal kicker and really got around him.
Got around him.
yeah.
Get around.
Get around. You won an objective award. Congratulations.
Yay, numbers.
I got the most numbers.
How many numbers did you get? I got more.
And the other gold jackets were released as well, weren't they? With AFLW?
Yes.
With Marinoff winning it?
Yes.
Correct. SANFL was Strawny?
Strawny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Strawny.
I did see a comment, people asking why did Strawn win it when there's still one round left to go. I believe it's because he has an unassailable lead.
But if you don't start your count before the last game, how do you know that? I was the person who brought it up
Because
in
you
the chat.
can't win 25 points in one match. I
Yeah,
think
but you'd have to count the votes up to know that.
Oh, so that's doing it as you go, unlike the Adelaide Footy League.
It's like if the Browns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Cream still doesn't know if he's won the MVP.
who knows? Allegedly.
We all hope.
Now, Schoenberg won the Mark Bickley Award.
He did.
Yep.
I believe that's what best
Well,
young
for
player.
wearing number 26?
Yes.
Emerging talent, yeah.
Yeah.
First player to be wearing number 26 to win the award. Interesting stat.
Is that right?
Ooh.
Are you Sir Swamp Thing?
Ooh.
No.
Or have you just been talking to the real Sir Swamp Thing?
Yeah,
I
I've just
think
been-
Richard Douglas won it in 2018.
Emerging talent.
Tom Lynch wins the Players' Trademark Award for the most respected player, which was touching.
That's
Yep.
nice. He
And-
didn't win the award for the best sub of the year. That's
No. Yeah, that's the reason he didn't win the Brian Sando, the most professionalism and dedication to preparing,
there you go.
like Ned McHenry did. Did McKay leave because he was salty he didn't get it?
Probably. He was going for 5 in a row, wasn't he?
I've been the most professional at this club for 10 years. Whole lot of crom floating about on Instagram pages. Discuss.
Mate, you wrote this. Why did you?
Is there nothing more to talk about the best and fairest?
What about Jay Boyle's Dean Bailey Award?
There you go.
Yeah,
For-
that's nice.
Also, is that in the twos?
Top hardworking developing player, yeah.
Can I just say too, because I've had every one of my mates hit me up on Facebook, who the hell is that? I have no clue who this kid is.
He's not on our list.
Nah,
No.
must be a top-up player.
He just showed
That's
up
why
on
I
the
didn't
list.
mention it. No one knows who he is.
If I turn up wearing a red jumper next year, will I get included in the votes?
Yeah. I think you just put your name in like a box as you walk in, and then they just draw it at the end of the
I'll
night.
do that.
Hey, Jay Boyle.
Hey, you're the top emerging talent.
It's
Yeah.
like the best raffle ever. Top emerging talent at 33. Yeah, I'll put my name in for that. Happily. But good on the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, get around him. And that was the only award you missed, so it's all right.
Wow, the most important one.
I think James Borlace posted about the Crom. Riley O'Brien posted about the Crom.
Hey.
I don't know. He really loves the Crom. I feel like he's been
Rob,
listening
yeah?
to you a
Oh,
fair bit.
Ooh.
you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And is there anything that I've missed? Anything else we want to talk about from the night?
The AFLW players getting beanies on the
Yes.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, they're going to
Which
around
ones?
it.
Hatchard
Yes.
has hit us up asking for a
Just got a
beanie.
few. Mariana Ratchich as well.
Stevie Lee.
Stevie Lee.
SLT.
Speedy Lee.
Yeah.
Elodie's mate, Speedy Lee.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Did an interview, bad interview with her last year.
And we did promise Brooke Tonin one too.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, if you want to hear that interview too, that is up on Patreon now, Pete.
It is, boss.
Excellent.
Have we
Yes.
sent one to Rob? I feel like he would wear it all wonky for some reason. Like, I just feel like he'd...
Yeah, he'd wear it
Like a
wrong,
Where's Wally kind of vibe off to
Yeah.
on a diagonal angle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kinda like that.
but not on purpose.
No.
Like someone would go, Rob, you're not really wearing it. And he'd go, what? And then he'd overcorrect onto the other side. And they'd go, Rob, it's fine, mate. No, you look good. You look good.
He put on a second one. Man, it is cold.
It's double cold. I like that.
Frosty. How's the weather up there now? Great.
Now, are there any comments from the listeners?
Comments.
There will be.
Comments.
We had a couple of posts up on the weekend. One.
No. Sorry. Not posts. Comments.
Comments on the
No,
post.
comments
On the
on the
post.
post.
You mean commentary and we ask for comments?
There we go.
Yeah, look,
It's the gift that keeps on
Who
giving.
you got? You got...
I got on the Facebook.
okay, I got the twits.
On the Facebook.
The first post, I'm just not sure if I read it out anymore because, well, today there's been news in the media that it might not even be true.
No, yeah.
Oh,
Well, you know what? Shoot your shot, right?
We'll go with it. So, tweeted on Saturday morning from the Rowie Sports Show, Neil Balme will become Adelaide FC's new head of football for 2022, as heard on 1395 5AA.
Oh, you heard it from Ben. It must be true.
Reputation
Oh,
on the
shoot
line,
the
Mr.
messenger.
McLean.
What are the?
Don't tell me
Germans
that's not
say?
fucking happening.
I don't know.
It's not fucking happening.
There was a
Yeah.
fake, maybe not fake email from Neil Barb saying he's staying at Richmond and a few other things. He's in contract. There was an advertiser article posted this afternoon being like, the Crows have hit a hurdle in their search for Neil Barb because he's contracted for next year, as if he wasn't contracted last week.
Yeah.
Oh no!
He has a
Someone at the
They
Crows.
got us.
Someone at the Crows this morning has spilt their morning coffee all over the advertiser. Just has anyone else read this?
How much would you give him to come here?
Million.
Of your own
Easy.
money.
Oh, my own. Oh,
Wow.
20 cents.
Okay, Neil, if you're watching, we'll give you 2 Grogan beanies.
And an interview.
Two what?
Yeah.
2 Grogan beanies
yeah.
and 1 Go Crom scarf, already worn.
Yep.
And
I'll give you $200.
Wow.
and that's in stolen Bunnings vouchers just straight off the shelf, so they're not activated, but I swear they will work.
I've got a couple of scratchy tickets at home. You can have those.
We got
Elodie,
a
what
Cordy
do you
Crom.
got?
Cordy Crom hat.
Cordy Crom hat.
Say the
God,
potato.
I don't have much.
Say
Oh,
Scooty,
yeah,
say
so
Scooty.
oh, no. Yeah, maybe the potato masher that Cream gifted me a couple of years ago.
Okay,
I,
so I,
I,
will
I feel
also
like
give
I
that.
feel like Neil Bum wouldn't be a potato masher guy. He'd just be a fork. No nonsense with the fork.
He'd be a
Kind of guy.
baked potato.
I reckon he just stares at the potato and they mash themselves
Oh,
out
yeah.
of fear.
Do you think it's
Just gives
because
a
of
look.
his beard?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he
you
doesn't
don't
want the
want to get
little
the
crummies.
potatoes in
Yeah.
your
You know, the little crummies.
Yeah, but then the crispier the potato, the more crumbs that you, and oil too. If you get like really
Yeah,
crispy,
it's true.
oily potatoes, and that gets into your beard as well.
Do you reckon Neil Bum wears lip balm?
Bum bum.
If he
Yeah,
doesn't have a sponsorship deal with a lip balm company,
I was
he's
going to
missing
say,
a treat.
please tell me one of his nicknames is Lippy.
Yeah, lip balm.
Oh, it is
Oh, I
now.
like that.
Well,
Lippy,
we've
if
been
you're
trying to
listening.
pay some lip service over here. So, Ben, what's been happening on Facebook?
Well, so there are a few people who got around that news that we broke. Well, we didn't break. We shared on Saturday morning.
Fucking oath.
Yeah. Unless it actually happens and then we broke it and then we'll take the credit for it.
Sure.
So Mark says, I can feel a premiership coming, ...
Mark's not going to like the rest of things.
Helena says, you bloody ripper in all capitals. Balmy days and nights ahead.
Oh, I like that.
That's good.
A few people saying good, great, awesome news. Sean Westwood says dynasty incoming.
Wow, bold.
Brings a lot to the club, does Neil. Shaheen says the guys on the Exchange AFL podcast, he regularly played a game called What's in Barmy's Backpack, and guess what's in it? Maybe we'll find out.
It's a Grombeanie.
Yeah.
If we get an interview with him, I swear to God, I'm going to his back.
What's in the back? What's in his backpack is a Richmond
Give me a
contract for 2023.
He's been saving it since
Oh, damn
2017. And the last one, Nathan says, any smart footy player would want to go to what club he's at. Destination Club, baby. Go Crom.
But we don't even know where the destination is.
Yeah, that doesn't age well.
Yeah.
Is it Crompton or the Barton?
Now is where we have to play that Destination Unknown song.
No.
No, we don't want to pay royalties.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, that's interesting that he's going to bring a dynasty straight away to the club. I like
Exactly.
it. Can he
Premierships as soon as he comes.
kick a bomb from 50 out in the run?
Surely.
All right, get him in.
So where does this put Adam Kelly in the hierarchy, if this is for reals?
If he could be, I think I heard things that Adam Kelly would stay in the same role, but Neil would be like sort of like a Godfather sort of, role where he just sort of sits at the top and sort of watches it all, but doesn't necessarily.
Look down on everyone with warm regards.
Yes.
And horse's head to those
I was
who
gonna
have kind
say.
regards for.
And I think he would bring snacks as well. Do you think he'd bring snacks
He's
for
a snack
everyone?
kind of option.
Ta-da.
Yeah,
Is it? Yeah.
I think
He'd be
so.
cracking almonds.
That's what's in the backpack, snacks.
Real cheese and
Definitely.
onion, real cheese and onion chip sort of operator, I reckon.
He'd be like your uncle that you were always kind of intimidated of, that rocked up at Christmas but brought like cheesels, and you're like, oh no, he's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I reckon
like
he'd be
that,
he'd be a slut for a packet of snakes.
Yeah, I can see
Love
that.
a snake.
I can see that. But a very specific. He'd be like natural confectionery can get out. I want
Yes.
Allen's.
Yes.
He'd be brand loyal to Allen's.
Allen's will get.
But then
Yeah.
in the contract, he'd put something like, I don't want any red snakes.
Yes.
So he
Yes.
walks in and there's a bowl there.
Purple
Yeah,
or nothing.
no.
And
Picking
there's
them all
like
out.
and there's like 4 reds, and he's like, haven't you fuckers read that game theory? I'm out of here. Back to
Just
Tiger.
leaves.
I'm going back to Punt Road.
So
If it happened.
were he coming, it would be great to get him in some sort of an overseer role, because realistically, he's not going to. He's an elderly gentleman now. He's not going to stay at the club for years. So it'd be great to have him in a overseeing role. Make sure everyone knows what they should be doing moving forward, and then in 1 to 2 years he retires, but leaving a legacy.
Leaving
I
a
feel.
dynasty.
Now, is he originally from Adelaide?
Yes.
I believe reading of Norwood, I
Yep.
believe.
Yeah, Norwood coach, I believe, back in the day.
Yeah, dual premiership.
And
I think.
if you're listening, I highly encourage you to listen to the Greatest Season That Was podcast with him.
Yes.
On
Daniel Brettig, our good friend.
Yeah, and he coached Melbourne
Mhm.
in the 90s,
Yep.
Mhm.
in 93 as well, and highly
When-
recommend that one. Elodie, your thoughts on Balm possibly coming?
I think I already said all I wanted to say. If he can kick a bum from 50 on the run, then we want him.
Yeah.
But also, Nix did touch, the BNF Nix did touch on the fact that Kelly has been very quick to earn the respect of the playing group.
no.
So it's,
Is that
I don't
akin
know,
to-
maybe it's just a bit of a hint like, oh, this guy's good too.
Is that a full support of the board kind of comment, do you think? Or is
In
it,
which case, Neil Balm would be coming.
that's it, which
Oh.
we're pretty sure is not based on news from 11 minutes ago.
And what was the
God.
news 11 minutes ago? We're recording on Monday night, and it's currently...
That he's contracted to Tigers for 2022 and that he's not coming.
Well, you won't believe it, but contracts, they can be broken,
It can be.
Oh,
and they can be paid out, where you hand over a monetary amount to the other party as a part of the negotiations to take them out of their employment.
So serious talk,
Well,
not us paying the money, but should the Crows pay whatever it takes to break him out of that contract?
Yes.
I think you just pay whatever it's worth and get him out of the contract and get him here.
Well, let's put it this way. Richmond will not be doing well because they haven't been able to get ticketed members through the gates. That's where they make their money.
They need the cash.
They need
Mm-hmm.
the cash.
Yeah, if their fans won't travel to Etihad, I think
Yeah, I was
they're in
going to say,
trouble.
Yeah.
that's two trains.
Did everyone feel super sorry for them when that comment came out? And you're just like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, you're going to travel across
Oh,
town.
you
Oh,
poor
yeah.
sausages. You
Poor
dickheads.
things.
Anyway.
Just a little further on it, there was an alleged email. I'm not going to say that it's true or not true because it could just be.
Oh, the
photo-
fakest
Oh,
looking
it
shot
looks
ever.
so fake.
Just quickly, I don't think Richmond supporters like getting on trams just in case they get the Polac treatment. Ben, go.
I don't know where to buntish or flag it. No, that's staying. That's brilliant. That's the best thing you've ever said, Chris. Amazing.
Anyway, so the alleged Neil, and I say the alleged Neil because it may or may not be, was speaking to someone by the name of Robert today over email, and his email reads, "Thanks, Robert. As it turns out, media went mad with this. I'm staying with the Tigers and can't wait for 2022. Appreciate your care. Jay," which I'm assuming is supposed to be a smiley face because Outlook fucks your smiley faces.
Yeah, you know whenever you print out an email and it's like,
Jay. No,
"Oh,
what?
knew that was going to happen, Jay." You know, you're like, right.
Jay Boyles hacked his email.
Oh, it's all come full circle.
And it's the email had like the full Richmond signature and everything, but that could very easily be
It's
replicated.
photoshopped as hell.
Yeah,
Can I have a look?
you
So
certainly
Jay
can.
Boyle was an infiltrator this whole time. Is that what you're saying?
That's why he got the award.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
he's getting Neil Balm to the club and he's getting the award to get him to. Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
wow.
This is big brain stuff.
Illuminati confirmed.
Now, while Pete looks at that, the Crom Rezzies also didn't lose on the weekend.
Hey.
Who else
Flawless
didn't
week.
lose?
The Mighty Bays.
Up the base.
Up the Bays. 17-0, if you don't mind. They finished their season on Saturday at Alberton against Port Adelaide.
One more game
I
to
will
go.
be there. Hopefully, they beat the pants off.
They will.
I think this email's fake.
It's doctored.
So the only reason I say it though is because it says, at the bottom of an Outlook email, it says "Get Outlook for iOS." If you send it from your phone, but then it has a signature underneath. What? What? Hello? Earth calling dickheads. And then when you email back, anyway, up the base.
But while we're talking about the Crows reserves, their final game is also this weekend against Norwood at Cooper's Stadium. I'll get the time. and
That's
date.
in Norwood.
I'll get the day and time up.
Ah.
But do we know how it works in regards to senior list players going down to play Rezzies now?
No, they've
No.
done
Do
Mad,
they have to-
Mad Monday this week. They're not turning up.
No, even if they're named, they're not turning up.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Like,
do you
program,
reckon,
they can play with 17. I'm not going.
what, you don't think that Strawn would go back to the team because he's only played
Just
two
a flex.
seasons?
He's
Yeah.
already got
Oh,
a medal.
sure. He's wearing the medal around his neck playing.
Getting 60 taps. Though.
The first hit out, he just gets yoinked.
That's a good power move. What if he did something really bad and lost like 50 votes and then I have to take the medal away
Fuck,
from
you've
him?
already given me the medal. I'm out.
That's a slinger.
Just walks past ball ace, showing the medal. Yeah.
He's parked his car on the oval. Just leaves a quarter time. My work here is done. Bye, PJ.
Now, my question is, do we know what's happening with Matt Crouch? Is he fit? Do you think he'll play in this game?
Well,
Ben's got a story for this.
judging from Twitter, we had
Oh, yes.
Charlie post, is it normal for... Hang on. I remember
Do you want to
the
read
first
that?
word.
I've already got it.
Yeah, go on.
He's got it up so quick. We've got Charlie who says, why Charlie hate Crows people? Is it normal at the end of the season for players to toss out all their training gear for the last season? Matt Crouch offloaded 2 bags of gear at a local Salvos. Anything to that? Maybe tossing the Optus gear.
I mean, it's a lot better than Wingfield Tip, like a certain other bloke did a couple of years ago.
Just to be clear, you can't actually go to the Wingfield Tip. I don't know why these people are saying you went to the Wingfield. You can't go there.
He just walked in off the street.
There's Jake Lever just, I'm just going to go.
He's standing on Salisbury Highway, catapulting bags over the fence.
Yeah. I'm not paying $20. Fuck that. Fuck you, EPA.
I'm finding this hard to believe. Like, did this guy just see Matt Crouch with these bags go up and be like,
Yeah.
what's in the bags, mate? And just, I don't know. He's like,
my
it's
God.
always on
Are
my
you
old
Matt
Crows
Crouch?
gear. Like, I feel like that's not a very
What's in the bag, mate? Oh, my
likely.
God.
He did reply to me and tell me which one it was. So if anyone wants to go out there and have a look,
Oh,
it
which
is
one?
the Salvo's box out the back of the Fulham shopping centre. So
Off we
Oh,
go.
Fulham?
I was around the corner today.
Don't care about
damn
science. So it could well be that, the Optus sponsorship's now
Yeah.
finished, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
might have just been told, do what you want with it, give it to friends, family, donate it. It might also be that he's leaving and he doesn't want to keep it. It might be as simple as he's going to get a whole brand new set of gear next year. So it doesn't really mean anything.
just
does
has
it?
one wardrobe, really.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to rip the bloke, but why wouldn't you give it to, why wouldn't you sell it off for charity? I feel
Why
like you
wouldn't
could
you
get
give it to a certain
Hey, give it
collector
to us.
that has a
Yeah.
podcast?
Like-
you know?
Look, if
sell
there's
it
any
off.
Guernseys in there, I'll be sold.
How does this person even know that it's Crow stuff? I don't get it. He's obviously just
Is he
watched
rummaging
him
through
for-
bags?
Like, is
Yeah.
that what's
Yes.
going on here?
Yeah.
Because what if he was just getting rid of some of his old pajamas and socks? I don't know.
It might have been a whole duffel bag. Might have been a whole duffel bag full of Blu-rays and CDs that he was trying to get rid of. We don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
the $1 ones from Thailand.
Yes.
Why did Jimmy have to buy me 300 copies of Step Brothers? It's funny.
Update on Jimmy Rowe. Didn't you?
Oh,
Harry
yes.
Potter's
Jimmy.
Chamber of Azkaban Stone would be the first DVD.
Oh God!
Elodie, please rescue us.
Rescue-
What was the
help.
drunken
Jimmy Rowe.
purchase that you had?
Yeah, so I thought I was a little bit tipsy and it was about 2 a.m. And I saw, I don't know if anyone's seen that new website that's kind of like a bootleg version of like Cameo, you know, where you can pay people to
What is it?
make
Swish?
videos for you. Swish, yeah. It's all supposed to be for charity. So I was just looking through it and I was like, I wonder who the cheapest is. And I was going through and there was like a half price code as well.
Was it one of us?
So she's calling Jimmy Rowe cheap.
Yes, precisely. Actually, I think he was the second cheapest. I think the answer might have been the cheapest.
Oh, and you went with Jimmy over the answer. That's not like
I know,
you.
yeah. I just thought that Jimmy would give us that energy, you know, and I thought, we always talk about him liking Step Brothers. So I'm going to ask him for a Step Brothers quote and to just say, go Crum. And then instead, like, I waited a week and a half for this video. Like, how long? It was like 20 seconds. And the whole video was just like, oh, yeah, go boys. Podcast is good, boys. Yeah, boys.
I'll listen to
yeah.
a couple of them.
All right.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah,
Play it.
boys. It's real
Please
good.
play it.
Please play.
I've
got it.
Are we
Yeah,
allowed to
alright.
play this before you do?
Yeah, I paid for it. It's
Oh,
fine.
sick. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, do it. What
I think it
royalties?
was-
It's ours.
Exactly. I think I paid $15 for it. So that's pretty.
Money well spent.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, and I might put this in post. But
Hey boys, how are we? Go you Crommies, the Crowject podcast. I've tuned in a couple times, love it. Looking forward to getting on there hopefully one day with you boys. Hope you enjoyed the year. Hope we put a few smiles on your faces. I don't have any Step Brothers references though. I'm not a very good person like that, but looking forward to meeting all you boys one day and hopefully getting on the show. Enjoy, boys.
If he turns up to the show, he's going to be shocked as hell to see you.
I wasn't a boy that
We just have him walk in and me just sit here, just staring at him. Hello.
To be fair, if there ever was one girl that was one of the boys, though.
The boys up the boys.
References Step Brothers.
My favorite line in that whole thing was, I don't know any Step Brothers quotes. I'm not a good person like that. I don't really understand what that
Roll, you got to
means.
believe in yourself more, mate.
I'm a terrible person. Do you know, we should make bunk beds. Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm a terrible person. I'm doing this thing for charity.
I like how he channeled his inner Eddie Betts with the smile on the faces comment.
Yes.
Yeah. But my other favourite thing was that he probably got the request and he's like, Elodie, I'm down for a dude.
At like 3 a.m. he was just thinking, what the
He apparently, according to every interview on 5AA this week, was MVP during all of the Wacky Wednesday celebrations.
Does not surprise me.
Yeah, I can
Not
say
at
that.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was it me in the chat that said I could see him at the BNF that he would have ordered via
Uber
menu
Eats.
log,
Yeah.
like Hungry Jacks, like the Wonk Boy style, you know, when he orders the pizza to the wedding reception.
Yeah.
He ordered a cappuccino.
He sees the delivery man in the
Oh,
corner.
yeah.
Gotta get the clicks going.
And you hear him go through the back. Oh, they forgot my fucking onion rings.
I like more nuggets.
And then he's the guy that offers everyone else a bag chip. Not an actual chip, just one from his bag.
Hey, you want this one? You can't.
And just quickly on that Swish site, it's really funny because everyone is quite like reasonably priced. Like Jimmy Ray were like $20 or something, and the answer $20. Like I think Rob is on there for about 30ish, and then just randomly Fogarty is $200.
Maybe that has to be a typo. Surely it's only supposed to be 20.
I don't know.
I'm emailing him.
Mate, the price of weed has gone up 50% in the last year. So he needs all the funds.
Oh,
He
Smoke
can lose
responsibly.
it.
That's it.
Just smoke.
Who else is chipping in? Then we can get the answer on air.
Who has cash? Why do you have cash?
I'm going to pay someone with a credit card.
Are you going to put that into the laptop on the side?
Yeah, how does this thing
How's
work?
it going?
Wait a minute. Elodie said that he was $15. No, Roy was $15 and the answer was cheaper. So $10 should just about do it.
Yeah,
You
that
can-
was with a half price code, so I don't know.
I'll use a half
Oh,
price code. Surely all six of us can use a half price code. We got
Yeah.
6.
Okay, let's do it.
Done. Go.
Fog's 150. We've
Yeah.
got.
Oh, his
150
price has come down.
So that's unreasonable. It was definitely
That's not a typo. man.
$1.95.
All right. Now, it's that time.
What, the Beryls and Cecils?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, read the run sheet, you peanut.
That's right. If you want to skip this part of the run sheet, well, I just look
and
for
find some.
the research.
Actually,
I
you
didn't
know
do.
what? We're going to skip to the next part because it's time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey,
Oh, I haven't had one of these in a long time.
Oh, you're talking about a bit of
Bit of edging.
yes, bit of edging with a bit of cream.
Stop it.
Hey, Elodie,
Yeah, babe.
what time is it?
I think it's time for Creamy's goals. Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That made Damon visibly uncomfortable. I didn't like any of that. I love how me and Elodie are just making eye contact. We're like, it's going to go.
I saw flashbacks in his eyes to when he was like 5 years old and he saw a rat running around the house for the first time.
It's brought up some deep-seated trauma.
Please no.
I hope these are some good calls, Craig.
I was going to
The
say,
intro's going to go longer than the bloody
this
segment.
is going to be a real letdown.
No, here we go. What compared to normal?
I don't think Toby Green's going to get suspended. And we'll talk about this after.
After shoulder charging an umpire.
Yep.
He's going to get off.
I reckon he's...
Why, is he going to change his last name to Selwood?
If I was the AFL, I'd give him a $10,000 fine.
Can I throw it out there? This is going to age very well or very poorly in making this
That's
a
all
perfect
that is
Creamy's
Creamy's
call.
call.
Yeah.
Option number 2,
perfect.
thanks, lock it in, Eddie.
All right, Creamer boy, that's your first one.
Yes. Yes. What's your second Creamy's goal?
After they're showing on the weekend,
Oh.
it will be over 7,000 days before Essendon win another fine.
Oof.
So they're 6,204 now.
So another 2-3 years.
2.5 years.
Even next year would be over 6.5. So I'll say 2020.
That's how the calendar works, mate.
Yes.
This is a real long-term creamy score. Like, I feel like the Toby Green one's almost too short and this one's too long. No one's going to remember. You'll probably
Give
be
us something
dead
for
by then.
2023.
I was going to say, okay, so what do you want? You want a medium-term call?
Yes.
Okay.
Something we'll remember.
Who wins the grand final and by how much? That's the sort of call we want.
Oh, okay. In that case. Bulldogs win the grand final.
Bulldogs.
Ooh.
By 10 points.
Over who?
Well, who's on the other side of the break?
Round the
I apologise.
Port side or the Melbourne side?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Someone get it up for me.
Benny Mac's on the iPhone. He's looking into it.
Also,
Lleyton's onto it.
Also, I'm calling it now, and this one I'm actually fairly confident about.
Here we go.
So,
Uh-oh.
I think West Coast are going to finish bottom 4 next year.
Ooh.
I like this.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Yep.
It's not bad, not bad. Almost too good.
Thank you very much.
All right. So we have got the Bulldogs. If they win this week, we'll go on to play Port in the prelim.
Yep.
Oh,
And
That's a good
GWS
call.
Oh.
That's a good call.
I like
Let
it.
the salt rain down.
absolutely.
And GWS Geelong, the winner of that, will go to play Melbourne in the other prelim. So,
I think it'll be Melbourne and Dogs grand final.
jeez,
Oh,
imagine.
why don't you tie them together and it's GWS and then Toby Green plays in the grand final because he doesn't
Big
get
sound.
suspended and it's all tied together.
If GWS play in the grand final, they're going to fall in a heap like they did
In 2019.
against
And the
Richmond.
Leon Cameron get
even though
fired,
it's not
finally.
Yay.
And that banner will finally come
But
down.
Creed.
The dusty banner.
No, Leon Cameron kept his job because they won on the weekend.
Green, but by saying this, you're just like saying that GWS will win because it's the reverse in GWS.
Yeah.
So by saying that, you have now said that they're
Yeah, we
going to
tipped
win the
them
grand
last.
final.
We tipped them
Load up
last
on
week.
GWS is what I'm
But
hearing.
see,
It's
Creamy's
like a-
calls is a piss take because everything I say is wrong.
No.
So then,
No, this is like this is in
Oh.
inverse Creamy's calls. It's a slack simrag. That's backwards.
Jesus.
Oh,
That
God.
also made me feel really uncomfortable.
Oh, slack simrag.
You can see the rat in the hallway again.
This pod needs a disclaimer in it, I think.
Yeah, may unravel childhood trauma. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good on you, boys. All right, boys. What else you got, boys?
All right, boys,
Yeah,
come
on
on.
the
All right,
boys.
come on, boys.
Those are all the
Our
calls?
next,
or-
no, one more. I was thinking about this last week. Our next debutant at AFL level for the Crows will be James Borlace.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
not Tarek Newchurch?
Wasn't that one of your Creamy's calls?
What?
So you're saying that it's going to be the opposite, so James Borlace is
Oh,
never going to
God.
debut.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because you're always wrong.
I mean,
He's been the best for the Crows in the
Yeah.
absence of Kieran Strawn the
Yeah.
last 2 weeks by a country mile.
Played ruck, didn't he?
did they
Play
play
back.
last
Yeah.
year?
Jeez, this just in, Bullay still listed.
But yes, that's my call. Now we'll see how many I get right. Now, Beryl's and Cecil's.
Yes, and we do have one, and it's not a very good one, so don't pump it up too much.
Hold on, turn it right down. If it's not a
This
good
better
one.
be good, Ben. I've been waiting for this all week.
So Friday night, there was a lady by the name of Julie in the forum who was posting a lot about Geelong beating Port. But then after the game, she posted a screenshot of Dangerfield from the State of Origin game last year, mocking the power stance. Like, it was a bit of fun, bit of a laugh. And she was like, who remembers this? And just all the comments, just getting into Dangerfield as if it's something that he did before the Port game. Just not good.
We never forget, Patrick.
just a lot of flog really in the comments, like comments with flog. Someone was like, nope, sorry, I don't remember this one. Thanks for that.
If I'm honest, neither do I.
And it hit the nail on the head. Was like, is everyone on here that are bagging Dangerfield the ones that wanted Geelong to win FFS?
Amen.
Big mood.
I just want to say that Friday night game, I was so conflicted. I just wanted the whole stadium to just sink into it.
Yep.
Perfect.
And we've lost Geelong in Port, so no one moves on.
I'm going to be honest, I fucking loved Friday night. Yes, Port won, but I can't fucking stand Tom Hawkins. So to see him get belted in his 300th game was the best.
Best.
Really don't enjoy
Sad.
having happy Port Adelaide fans in my life. That's Can't deal with it.
Yeah, Cream's happiness soon went out the door as soon as he jumped on social media afterwards. But
Yeah.
And that, but you know what? It came back when Kanye West released his latest album last night. So we're all good.
yeah.
Any good?
It's an hour and 48 minutes long.
Oh, Jesus.
I shit you not. So
I haven't got that long to live.
barely touched the surface. But it's called Donda, people. Listen to it.
Thank you, Cream.
You're welcome. Now, next up, Radar is off.
Oh, yes.
I like this.
He's gone.
Yeah, Brent Riley is
Moving
leaving
on.
after.
I thought you meant the Bureau of Meteorology. I'm like, shit, I hope it's not raining for the next few days.
No, he's obviously.
How do we know the radar's off? We wouldn't have a clue.
He's obviously spent the last 4 years with the Crows, I believe, and
working in development and
Yeah.
assistant coaching the one of the lines, the defensive line.
Yeah, and he wouldn't go into detail about what his next job is until it actually comes out, and he's looking forward to getting into further coaching and whatever. So, all the best to him.
Didn't he have a demotion started this year or end of last year or something?
There
like that?
what? Yeah,
Is that right?
with COVID and all the reshuffling of
That's
roles, he did, but I couldn't remember what from to. Where do we think he's going to end up now? That to me sounds like he's either got like an SANFL or VFL coaching role, or straight to another AFL club in some sort of a promotion.
Straight swap with Neil Baum, you reckon?
Oh, that'd be amazing. Someone's losing in that deal. All due respect to Neil Baum, someone is losing in that deal.
Yeah.
We're getting a major piece of equipment. Getting a whole damn radar.
I'm going to
hoist
take
that thing.
I'm going to take a very big stab in the fucking dark here.
Is this another Creamy Skull?
No, well, no, because I don't think that this will. I don't know if this will happen. But I heard that Craig McRae is set to be announced as the Collingwood coach tomorrow.
Yep.
So maybe
Who's that?
Yeah, good question.
Former
He plays
Brisbane
for
player.
Brisbane, yeah. Did he play in the premierships?
Sorry?
3-time premiership, did he?
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't Neil Craig disguised?
Neil Craig McRae. Yeah.
No, this guy actually.
All right, boys, time to run around the track, all right?
This guy
Let me
actually
get
has
out my
a,
computer program. Sorry, it runs on Excel 97.
This guy actually has a very impressive CV. I would get it up.
So impressive that Lleyton didn't even know who the fuck he was.
Yeah, that's great.
See on LinkedIn?
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
I just read that they're going to bring in Lepich as the right hand man. So there goes my theory. I got no idea.
Oh, okay.
You potato.
Judy's going to go from assistant coaching defensive duties at the SANFL Club of the Crows to being the right-hand man at Collingwood.
Well, I thought maybe he
This
might
is
go there and
Collingwood we're
suck
talking
it.
about.
That's true. That's very true.
He's just sitting there at the press conference and talking heads. How did I get here? Just start playing in the background.
Oh, can I also bring up something else from it? I was just reading that Brent Riley article about him leaving. And has anyone heard of this new guy we've got in as the strength and power?
Yeah, I'm very excited by this.
Sam Dodge.
Very
what a cool
excited.
name.
Yeah.
That's the best name ever.
And
And you read more about him. He's from Wales and he competes in national freestyle wrestling.
Yeah.
That sounds so good. He's going to train Jimmy Rowe to wrestle Caleb Daniel.
What
What's
is
going to
that?
happen?
Did anyone immediately?
The universe implodes.
Did anyone else immediately get reminded of Dodgeball when you read this? All I thought was dodge, dip, dive, and dodge.
If you can dodge a wrench,
No.
you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, oh, straight away.
The great thing
I drink my own urine. It's sterile and I like the taste. That's what dogs want.
Love it. He's come out of the Welsh Rugby Union, I think, recently.
Yeah.
And those dudes know how to tackle.
Mhm.
So, yeah, very, very happy with this move. I love that we're looking outside the box. A few people have been asking, does that mean that we're not going to get Burgess? Because I think some people think that us getting Burgess is like a fait accompli, that he's coming to the club, which has not been confirmed by anyone at the club.
Oh, hang
So-
on, there's an email mocked up here.
Oh, there you go. God bless Photoshop.
Hang on, let me just finish.
Hello,
saying-
no, I am Stay. Go Demon. Sent from Outwood Farms.
With a signature on
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say, Very Demon.
But just quickly, McRae
Yes.
retired in 2004, development role with Richmond in 2007.
Yes.
In 2011, he joined Collingwood as head
So
of,
hang on, he
head
was
of
at 4
development.
years at Richmond developing that from 2007 to 2011.
Yeah.
And they were shit.
Yeah.
And then 2011, he joined Collingwood as its head of development.
Oh, he made the wrong move.
Then he returned to Richmond in 2016, coached the VFL side to a flag in 2019, VFL Coach of the Year. And he was the assistant coach in 2017, 2019, and 2020 when they won the flags. So,
Okay.
How come he wasn't
Can
there in
coach.
2018?
well, he was, but they didn't win the flag in that year.
Just didn't need to worry about it.
And you know who they
Just
got
didn't
bounced
turn
by?
up.
Collingwood.
And you know who Colin got bounced by in the grand final?
Dom Sheed.
All right.
Now, Christopher Pine comments, Peter, this is right in your wheelhouse. Take it away.
You know, sometimes you drive home from work and you're like, God, what a crap day it's been. And then you just hear that Christopher Pan has decided to come out and say that the old piece of shit scoreboard at Adelaide Open needs to be knocked down. And I just want to say thank you, the former federal member for Sturt. You beautiful man. Because I could not agree more. That stupid old relic that needs to turn into a bunch of red-haired sticks.
But please tell me what you really think.
Christopher Pine, you can come on our pod anytime.
Bullshit.
Damon, you're getting kicked off. No, it's
Anytime is Pine time.
Pine time.
Or should I say, yeah, Pine time.
It's a pine time.
Now, any rebuttal from anybody?
Several hours worth.
Yeah, go on. You got 30 seconds.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all as simple as they do, really.
Now,
One word answer.
just a shout out to Adelaide Mail, who put out the headline of Adelaide Mail calls for Adelaide Oval to have only scoreboards and hills. Just photoshopped it. It's pretty good.
That's great.
No, I know it's shits and giggles. It will never get knocked down because we've got a bunch of fucking NIMBYs in this state. But every single time I look
Does
at
that mean we're
scoreboard-
NIMBYs?
Yeah, he's calling us NIMBYs.
I think we're NIMBYs.
For what it's worth, I think that it should also be knocked down.
High five.
Unbelievable.
I think I do too. Maybe
Why
this
do
is the.
High five.
Everything has
Lleyton, please, Jesus.
everything has
Even this up. Come on.
everything has an expiry date.
Yeah.
Everything.
No, heritage and history does not. Also, it's beautiful, and I don't want to lose the
It's
hill.
not beautiful.
I love
No,
the
no,
hill.
I don't
Okay.
like the color yellow.
Okay.
Okay, here's what
That
I
will
want.
turn into the demons. We don't want that.
Yeah, you know what I seriously want? I want to keep the hill,
Hmm.
right? I just can't stand that scoreboard. I actually want, seating behind the hill.
And the removal
Yeah,
of the modern
that'd
bay
be good.
figs, which are also heritage listed.
They don't even produce fruit. Like, what do they do? Oh, they grow the ground. Oh, you can get your photos done when you're a 4 or 5 year old. That's it. That's all they do. Modern bay figs do fuck all.
It's beautiful. We're still one of the most unique and picturesque stadiums in Australia because of the addition of the hill, the
Yes.
scoreboard, and the fig trees.
Yes.
It's still a draw. I mean,
It's not it's a draw.
not
card
anymore
for
because
old
no one
people.
can travel, but
I
it
guarantee
was.
you, 50% of people at every game would not know what a fucking Moreton Bay fig is.
Yeah.
No, until you go walking around and you go, isn't this nice? This is a nice.
Oh.
Have you ever walked around?
That's
Such a Beryl and Cecil thing to do.
Have you ever walked?
Look at those trees.
Have you ever walked to Docklands? It's
There's a game
hell.
over there.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
look at the trees.
Geez, those leaves are a bit yellow. It needs a bit of nitrogen.
They do actually. Yeah. But like, you compare that to walking up to Docklands, for example, and it's just a concrete jungle wasteland. It's
Yeah,
awful.
that's a horrible stadium.
You walk up to the MCG,
But that's
and
apples
it's
and oranges.
beautiful and
bowl.
open space, and it's beautiful.
What are you
know,
saying,
got footy-
MCG?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
lane walk up to
MCG is the same all the way around.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
same.
but the
Yeah.
atmosphere
Finished.
and the atmosphere and the
Finished.
parklands and everything. I'm worried that we're going to start losing that if we start doing things like ripping
here
up
we
the
go.
scoreboard.
You won't
and the
lose
figs and
that because
stuff.
that's the difference between us and Etihad. Etihad, outside of Etihad, it's just fucking
actually inside of
streets
Etihad
and
too,
roads
actually.
and whatever. You're still going to have all the parklands around.
Damn straight, I agree
You're
with
still
that.
gonna have the hotel attached. You're still gonna have
Yeah.
the bridge
I'd like-
into
I
the city.
still-
Like
I
it's literally
want to
just
be able to stand on the grass and watch footy like a grown up and be able to look back
Yeah,
and see
but
a gorgeous
okay.
view. And
Do
then
you,
go
do
to
you
the
stand on the grass?
and
Do you
go on the ground at quarter time.
Yeah.
I do that.
Hang on. Do you stand on the grass and then are you watching the footy and say, Jesus, I really love that scoreboard behind me?
Yes. Sometimes I do.
What?
Sometimes
You're looking forward, you're looking on the
The
ground.
digital ones are so much easier to look at. And when you're standing on the hill watching the footy, there's always a little kid in front of you that's like kicking a ball and hitting you in the back of the head every 2 seconds, and then someone's spilling their beer all over you.
And if
It's
anyone
That's not the
terrible.
magic of being on the hill.
And if anyone hasn't been to the football with Damon, when he takes his shoes and socks off at quarter time and he just steps onto the grass and starts squeezing it between his toes, and he closes his eyes and starts going. This is the reason he's so passionate.
Yeah, and then he starts humming Blister in the Sun.
How good is off-season content?
Or it could be worse. Remember the first off season when we were just like, where do you put the sauce?
Oh, God.
And that lasted 6 fucking months.
Well, in about 6 dot points, we've got tell the listeners what the fuck we're going to be doing coming up. So
God,
we will let you know.
So we've got 6 dot points to do some research.
Come on.
AFLW season delay. We'll get into the AFLW news now. Season delay. It is now starting on the weekend of January 6th to the 9th of January.
So did it get pushed out by a month?
Yeah, it was supposed to start in December.
Yeah. It's a bit frustrating, but I guess
Sad.
because of all the restrictions and other stuff.
And Phil Harper came out and said that the Crows were fully in support of it.
There's not many other policies, any other positions you can have on this, I think. I mean, it's sensible.
Yeah, there's nothing like 40-degree footy.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. We're actually going to start mid-December without the rest of the league, just like, GWS rocked up to that 3-way game a few weeks ago.
Oh, right, yeah.
We'll be playing our own game.
And this isn't taking a pot shot at the girls, but I know that the capacity at Adelaide Oval is now 20,000 people. Even if the Crows, or if there was women's footy at Adelaide Oval every week, I don't think they'd get 20,000 people. But at this way, even if they get 35,000 people or they increase the allowance, everybody can come every week.
Nice kicks.
With or without the scoreboard.
Hopefully without. That way we can get 60,000 people there for the women's games.
Would they? I'd love to see the entire women's league played night to twilight.
I think they have to.
Yeah. Over summer they're going to have to. But that, as a spectacle, I think that'd be fantastic to turn up to suburban grounds.
Do you mean twilight tonight?
No,
who am I
necessarily
kidding?
tonight.
Not to twilight. That's like starts at 4 a.m.
Who are you kidding?
They probably won't play at Adelaide Oval because the Big Bash is on at the same
Yeah,
time.
it'll be
And they're all night games. So.
still Norwood. Last I heard, they're still going to play at Norwood.
Oh, it better not be that. What's that shit ground that they played at?
Richmond.
For that? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not that one.
No.
Anyone but Richmond.
Please, no. Ugh.
Parking? What's parking?
Hey,
Just
we can. If you like grassroots footy, maybe they should play at that. What's the one where you can still park around the ground?
Oh,
and you
the
can-
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll
Is that
bring
right
it
up
up.
your alley?
I mean, it's nowhere near where I live, but I'll drive. Yeah.
And also, I know they're charging $10 for tickets now, but if you still want to go for free, we will be giving away tickets to the women's games in the off season.
Will we?
So,
That's
yes.
another meeting
Okay.
on there.
There we go.
Yep.
That wasn't even a meeting. That was just an announcement.
That was a drive-by. That was a Neil Balm drive-by. There was a horse's head that got thrown out of the window.
I'm making
You will give the ticket.
I'm making an executive decision right now.
So the
For
conversation
every
Alright.
home game, we're giving away 2 tickets.
As soon as the mics are off, the conversation is now going to go, Christ, how are we getting these tickets?
Yeah, I was gonna say, who
It's
knows
gonna be
someone?
like, give us
$20
Hey,
every
Pete, give me the
fortnight.
credit
Hey, give
card.
us your credit card, Cream. You pay
Yeah,
for it.
you know what? I'll give you $100 when the pod ends, and that'll pay for 10 tickets. We'll split them up.
Yeah, that doesn't even pay
Beautiful.
for half of Foggy's. What is it?
Oh, the frogs. Yeah, what's it called?
Yeah,
I don't know what the
swishing.
platform's called. A
It's-
swish.
Yeah, we could go to like 10 women's games or get a message from Fogarty.
Yeah, exactly right. Take your pick.
Hey, boys. Hope it's all going well, boys. And loosen down, boys.
Go, you crommies.
Yeah, go, you crommies. Yeah, can't wait to be on the pod, boys. All right, boys. See you later, boys.
I'm not a very good person like that.
Now, while we are talking about AFL women, there are new rules in the upcoming season. They were announced back on the 18th of August, I believe.
Yeah, they're not that new, are they?
No, they're just adopting some of the rules from the men's game.
Yeah.
So the standing on the mark rule that we've seen in the men's game this year.
So it's going to AFL Women's.
Yep, that's going to AFL women's.
Okay.
They've been told they can jump around on the mark, but can't move laterally. And from
From
kick
left to right.
And from kickouts, the first opposition player has to be now 15 metres away, not 10 metres away. So they've moved them back 5 metres, just like they have with the men too.
Okay.
So just in case you see that.
Yep. Good.
Why are you drinking your beer like that?
Sorry, Elodie's phone vibrated and I felt
And
awkward.
then- so we all picked up
So
our
we're
phones.
all like,
and just
oh no,
hiding them.
the vibration
Sorry,
of
guys.
shame.
I'll see what was so important. Hang on.
Is it from Papa Cake?
James Borlace has
No.
been doing
A message from James Boys himself. Oh, my Fogarty swish finally came in. No, sorry, it wasn't me.
How come it only goes for 3 seconds? Bye, boys.
You know what? Let's get to some footy that was played.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
First week of finals
All
recap.
right. Everyone set your voices to finals footy.
Either way, we were going to be disappointed by this first result. Ben, take it away.
We had at the Adelaide Oval, unfortunately, Port Adelaide getting over Geelong by 43 points. Geelong 5-13-43 to Port 12-14-86 in a pretty boring game, really.
Yeah, very one-sided.
Yeah, it was quite boring. I think Geelong, you could tell that Geelong really missed Stewart.
Yeah.
Travis Spoke got 119 fantasy points.
Yeah.
Now, just in case anyone didn't know it was good already by selection in the All-Australian team last week, which we will get to. I can't believe I didn't put that on the run sheet. Alia was ridiculous.
Yeah.
best pickup of the year, surely.
Country mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to all the
very
comments
good.
saying just don't kick it to him, I don't think it's quite that simple.
No.
The bloke can actually move when the ball's
Try
in
to
the air.
avoid him. Oh, okay, we'll kick it away from him.
Kick it
He
backwards.
still gets the ball.
It was funny because I noticed in the gameplay, Geelong were getting, I think they got almost every centre clearance for the game, but Port were just sort of letting them because they were going, oh, we'll just let them kick it into the forward line. O'Leary will just mark it. Like they were really just backing that because I don't know, it just seemed like their whole three-headed beast thing just wasn't working.
He is what Alex Rance was to Richmond.
Yeah.
When you have serviceable key defenders like Tom Jonas, who's a good defender.
Yeah.
Mm.
It is making me think, though. Do you remember how Richmond pulled us? I mean, bad memories, but in 2017,
They
part of the
tore
reason
us apart.
they tore us apart partly because they shut down Jake Lever and the intercepting. Like they just always had a small or a medium ready to go for a marking contest, and they did the reverse to us and always had a loose floating. So hopefully that could become Port's Achilles heel.
Yeah, to the rest of the finals, are you listening? Just
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Just in case any coaches are listening to me because importance they want to beat Port. Yeah.
When me and Peter are just looking at some heat maps.
So in the first quarter, Geelong looked like they drew a liver.
I was going to say, this is what Peter does with every game. He goes through
And-
every player's one and sees which heat map looks most like a penis.
And Port Adelaide, they do the chicken drumstick.
Oh, they did.
That's nice.
Tasty. Yum.
That's all we got to fucking heard about that one.
Yummy drumsticks. Ben, you're up.
anyway,
Can I just say, do you know what I hated the most about that game? We all know that I'm a closet Port supporter anyway.
Han
But-
Bergman.
Oh, yeah, we love Bergman.
Hamburger.
Yeah. I call him Han Bergman.
I like that actually. Hamburgman. My most hated player in the AFL, SPP, and he came on as sub. He was on the ground for like 15 minutes and kicked 2 goals, and I hated it.
Yep.
That's all. But Orazio kicked 4 goals. Anyway, go on.
You're really getting into the Port stuff there, aren't you? It's just
I think too enthusiastic.
I
like
did see that
Orazio.
Sir Swamp Thing said that it was the biggest combo for subbed players.
Yeah,
So
it
Orazio
was.
Fantasia
Yeah.
kicked 4 goals,
4,
I think.
yeah.
And Sam Pepper kicked 2, so a total of 6 goals.
I don't remember
Yeah.
saying that.
Who's been hacking your account?
It sounds like something you'd say.
Sorry, that was me.
Sorry, Benny Mac, what were you going to say?
Orazio got subbed off for SPP.
Thank you.
So yeah, 4
Force.
and then 2.
Yep.
And it
Well,
was
that
also
would make sense.
It was also the 5 out of 6 seasons in a row that Geelong has had their lowest score in a final.
Yes.
And as well as that, it is I think it was about 8 or 9, so they've only won one final
One
in
and
the
8.
first week of finals in the last 9 years.
And that was only from Isaac Smith shanking
Yeah.
a kick.
Yeah.
And
Against
more and
Hawthorn.
more people are starting to come for Chris Scott. And so they fucking should. Because all of them say, and now there's enough games on the board to prove it.
This dude has done buckets.
2011, they could have had me coaching to a play. Honestly.
Yeah.
They could have had you.
I don't know about
They
me.
could have had your
that's too far.
daughter coaching to a
I don't
play.
know. She would have been
Who
sick
wasn't
every
even a
other week. She
twinkle?
would have been calling crook every
That's
other week.
Should have been there just like, oh, she could go footy now. She could say goal.
Hey,
Good. Yeah.
that's
Thought of that
great.
in between coffee. So, anyway, Ben.
In the second but first elimination final, depending on the
that's
order
right.
which you watch it,
Right.
GWS defeated a very wasteful Sydney 11-8, 74-10, 13-73, and
Oh, that was a
Sydney
good
had so
game.
many chances in this last quarter to win it, but just
Giants
couldn't get
did
it done.
not deserve that win.
No.
Flat
Aw.
out. They spend the last quarter trying to hold on to a precarious lead, and Sydney just blow 3 or 4 good chances.
Yeah.
And GWS walk out like, yes!
That is every GWS game
Yeah.
that's ever
I know. They're the
happened.
most frustrating club in our league. It's ridiculous.
They get in front
Hate
and then
'em.
they try and turn it into a dogfight.
Yeah.
And Lance Franklin finishes the year on 995
Yeah.
goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
Toby Green just bashes into
Yeah.
an umpire. That's
Yeah.
just it's just classic stuff.
Toby
Yeah,
doing
classic
something.
GWS.
The main reason I wanted Sydney to win was just so that Buddy could hurry up and kick his 1,000 in the final series, because
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
for the month leading up to next season, all we're going to hear about is
Buddy,
will
Buddy,
he kick
Buddy.
5 in the first
Yeah.
round?
Yeah,
He's
Buddy.
5 away. Like,
Yep.
will it be this week?
I bet we play them round 1 next year.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
No,
Then
they
we
played
get to
Gold
run up to
Coast.
the field.
Oh, yeah. That's how they'll tee it up, play Gold Coast, North Melbourne, and us in the first 3 rounds.
Well, the thing is, they'll probably be playing here because they're not going to play in Sydney the way they're going. They're up to 1,200
that's true.
cases a day.
Well, mind you,
Yeah,
we're
that's
talking
true.
about March next year.
Yeah.
Let's go out and get vaccinated.
Mm.
Good, yes.
Mm.
I
Jabby,
like that
jabby.
call. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I also liked that Toby Green. There's something like Again, 5 of the last 6. Maybe I'm just pulling that out of the way.
Yeah.
5 of the last 6 like finals games he's played, he's got some sort of fine suspension.
Yeah, correct.
Something.
The only
Like,
time
stop
he
it.
hasn't gotten reported was the 2019 grand final
Yeah.
because they didn't do shit.
Yeah.
They didn't touch the ball.
Yeah.
That's a good stat. I think they've won like 3 finals against Sydney.
Yeah, 3-0.
Yeah.
And Derby finals.
Bloody hell.
That's crazy.
Love that.
So, do you all think he's getting suspended?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with no.
Okay, thank you.
I think it's
You
all
can't sit the draw on this one, mate.
So he's going straight to the tribunal. I
It-
guarantee you he'll walk in there and they'll be like,
It'll
"Don't-"
be via Zoom.
and they'll be like, don't record this. He'll say, don't record this. How much money is it going to take?
Oh.
It would not surprise me.
Sir, our Zoom recordings are automatically recorded, you idiot. Oh, nah.
And the answer's 120.
I reckon if you went up to him and you said,
119.
you can pay, but it's a $20,000 fine,
And a Crombini.
then he would pay, I reckon. It wouldn't surprise me. Instead of suspending, like they say, 20 grand for bumping into an umpire. Because that way, even at junior level and whatever, it's never acceptable. But I mean,
Mate, if Jaden Stevenson didn't have enough money to pay off the doctors to not
Oh, we got to talk about this.
What did he do? I still haven't. Everyone just kept saying he was pissed at home and did something. I don't know what he did.
oh yeah, the Homer Simpson on the
Yeah,
bike.
I think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, he got drunk and decided it'd be a good idea to do some tricks on his. Was it a dirt bike, mountain bike, one
Yeah,
of the two?
BMX bike, something.
Yeah,
All it
go on
reminds
a
me-
bike down the stairs. That'll end well. Onto concrete.
Is that what he did?
Do it for the gram. Yeah, the boys. Yeah, and the orthopedic surgeon's like, oh, that pays for an Audi R8. But you remember that show that was on Channel 7, the skit show that was on late at night, and they had the character Extreme Darren? It was Chris Lee.
That
He
rings
did
a
it.
bell.
And it was just, you do the shittest stunts. Like, it was just, like, it was like a, just take a shit scare on the late show.
Yeah.
But it just reminds me of that.
Except that he
That's
went.
the end of my story.
You know how in the contracts they say don't go like bobsledding or something.
Yeah.
you
Or
know?
Ollie Wines with the
Didn't
he break
water
his
ski?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice from memory.
You don't reckon he broke any contract rules going down stairs on a bike?
Oh, he's got a new contract being drafted right
Yeah.
now that includes stairs, bikes.
That
Just
crack
everything.
that you would have heard when he's going down the stairs would have been like when Homer falls backwards on that fire hydrant.
Oh. This is even more painful than it looks.
And he's done well because I think he broke COVID protocol while doing it as well, having mates over.
Two birds with one stone.
Love it. He does it well.
I love how, like, you know, okay, you're going to miss probably 9 months of rehab and you're getting a 20 grand fine as well for being a dickhead.
Yeah.
And your name's Jaden with a Y. Like,
For once, Collingwood actually avoided this.
Yeah. Progress.
I'll float him to North Melbourne.
Yeah.
Let him
What
do
are
that.
field dramas?
see, but because it was North Melbourne, probably the wheel fell off. Oh, it's rusted. Thanks, Trev.
They can afford new bikes. They got a war chest. Ben?
They got nothing else to spend it on. No one wants to go there. In the second qualifying final, despite a finals all-time high possession of 46 touches from Lockie Neal, Melbourne got over the line by 33 points, 13-15-93 to 9-6-60.
Yes.
And despite Charlie kicking 5.
Yeah. I know it was like they had like a mammoth disposal getter. They had Charlie kicking 5 and then
But they lost.
nah.
The last
No,
final
that's
he
all we can
played
do.
there, he kicked 5 too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Was that against Geelong in the prelim?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was Sophie Damon tweeted Cameron kicking goals at Adelaide Oval in a final and Lever getting booed. It's just like...
Just like old times.
I love that.
Elodie,
And-
did you see Jackson's mouth?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Just awful.
And
Just,
did you see he lost one tooth on the field and then he put up an Instagram post? Was it
more.
today?
Yeah.
They took out more?
yeah.
Petrarca said after the game he's actually lost that tooth before, so it was a replacement
Yes.
tooth as it was.
Are you
So-
sure it
Oh,
wasn't a
Jesus.
dentist going, oh, I'll just yank out a few more?
Yeah.
Oh, I
How do we-
slipped.
Here's the bill.
How do I wrap this up? Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. You can't lose your teeth if you don't have them. So
They're not playing.
go for it.
In my head, I know this happened in 2 different states, but in my head, Luke Jackson's walking in and Jaden Stevens is walking out of the same contest.
And then
Jaden
just pointing
Stevenson-
at each other.
Yeah.
It's like the Spider-Man meme. I like that. What's his name? Other than Lockie Neal and Charlie Cameron, they just managed to lock down everyone else important. Like Zorko didn't do shit.
Pretty much.
Danaher didn't kick
Danaher.
goal for the first time in
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, it cost
all
me
year.
a multi-ball one, mate. Thanks, Joe.
Oh.
Um, Yeah, so Melbourne, too good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My concern all year has been the fact that they can't kick goals, but they had 28 scoring shots.
They kicked a lot of goals.
Remember that game against Port when we were like, they're not going to score?
Yeah.
I remember it well. I got my chest waxed because of that game. Yeah, good one. Yeah, thanks, Melbourne. You guys. Yeah, the boys.
Yeah, that memory's burnt into my chest.
Well, Cream, before we talk about the next game, Bont in the top 3. Do you remember our next bet? I said Bont wouldn't finish in the top 3 for the Brownlow.
Yes.
Yep. Are you still backing yourself?
Good thing finals don't count.
Bont is going to finish in the top 3.
Yeah, the finals don't count in the Brownlow.
Oh, no, I know the finals don't count the Brownlow.
Ollie Wines will probably win, but I guarantee you Bontempelli will be top 3.
You just got to remind him, otherwise he'll forget. He does so many creamies calls.
What were we putting on it?
I can't remember.
$50, was it?
Yeah, let's go.
I'll
with
double
that.
it to 100.
No, it wasn't a 3-stripe. Oh, that was the other
No,
thing.
that was the other one.
$100.
All right, $100.
All right, done.
Has he given you that 3-stripe?
No, because then they went double
No,
or
I
nothing
don't
for
think
Richmond
so.
to win a game.
Oh,
But
that's
LA's
right.
And then
Yeah.
you got
Even
3
Stevens.
stripe across the chest.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a weird time at the start of the season where I was just backing St Kilda to win every
Yeah.
game. I'm not sure what happened there, but
It's because
anyway.
they had Paul Hunter.
Oh yes, Paul Hunter.
Yes.
All right, so we've doubled it. So there's what does it happen prelim final weekend?
Yeah, the week before the grand
Okay,
final.
so we'll double it again next week on the pod. So by the time it gets to it, $200.
But there's no new information coming in for us to double it. I don't
I'm just getting
understand.
more and more confident as we get closer to the day.
Okay.
I'm not keeping track of this.
All right.
Speaking of Bontempelli, his Bulldogs went down to Tasmania against Essendon and beat them by 49 points. And despite not kicking a second half goal, Essendon are more worried about the umpires than their own team.
Yes.
But,
Shout out to Lockie Hume. Sorry.
Oh, poor guy. Big Essendon supporter for all the confused faces.
And I'm also
Sorry.
sorry that I predicted they wouldn't win another final for another couple of years.
No,
Oh.
you're not.
Lockie Hume is an avid listener of this podcast.
Love him.
So I didn't see the game. I just heard the results later. What's this with the umpire? I mean, I've seen the meme about Skinner wearing a Bombers jumper going, is it because we didn't kick any goals? No, it's the umpires who are.
Did you say Skinner?
Yeah, you know that's
Principal Skinner
in
meme.
The Simpsons.
Oh, I thought you meant Stringer.
Was it was it me that was no to the children that are wrong.
Children.
Do
Yeah.
yourself a favour and just go to Cody Waitman's Instagram.
Oh.
I can
Okay.
tell you all. You
Is he
I
filthy?
hate
Is
Cody
he?
Waitman.
No,
he's not
But-
filthy.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. He's yeah.
Yes.
Cool. He's all over it.
So it's a similar thing, Elodie, you mentioned on
Yes.
Friday night with Port
Yes.
versus Port versus Geelong, with Port just letting Geelong to get all the hit outs and clearances.
Yes. Yes.
Just say it all.
This is like a prelude to a fart, you know. Go on, there you go. Hit outs, lots, but
I
then
actually have that
clearances.
written down here. Yeah. 15. We went through all that for nothing.
Yeah, we took the scenic route.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Essendon 53 hit outs. Western Bulldogs 34 hit outs.
Yeah.
Stats.
Yeah.
Numbers.
Yeah, the stats. Because Bulldogs still don't really have a proper ruckman, do they? Because
No,
Steph
no.
Martin's not playing, but wasn't really a problem against Essendon because their midfield is just better. But it might be a problem next week. Are we following? Are we following this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Sam Draper. Didn't he come from the Ranella wine flies?
Yes.
I think so.
Best.
Ranella wine.
The Ranella wine flies.
It's up there
Should
with the
make that
Mount
up.
Gravatt Vultures.
Yeah.
It's one of the best footy names.
They are some good names.
Or the Cockle Divers is
And-
another team down there.
And
Paul
while we're
Malanga.
talking about
No,
good names, we might as well shout them out now. The Queenstown Crows.
Oh, up the boys. Hang on. Someone pad for me and I'll bring up the scores.
Okay, we
because-
will. Queenstown, they have a gravel oval and it's in
Yeah.
Tasmania, but it's a
Ooh.
Darwin League. But some people, like Jace Kemp from the Press Box podcast, thinks that that's up in Darwin. It's not in Darwin. And that's from your friends at Crowcast, okay?
Now, shout out to them because
Okay.
they've always been avid supporters of us and the merchandise, and they place orders all the time.
I think there's
So-
been about 80 beanies that we've sent down to Queenstown Crom as well.
So shout out to Toby. Is Toby?
Yeah,
his name?
Toby.
Yep.
I don't know how to say your last name. It's like,
Ludwig?
it's like lychee or something.
Let's go
like
that
that. Toby lychee down in Queenstown
Delicious.
as well.
So I'm trying to find the seniors, but the reserves have made it through to the grand final,
Hey.
beating South Burney 55-52. I'm trying to find
Traditional rivals.
55 to 52.
close
game.
one.
Yeah, that's 3 points.
And the seniors, Queenstown seniors, 12 goals, 17-89, beat Somerset, 5 goals, 6-36.
Oh, we're talking flags, baby.
So we are talking flags. We're talking
Flag time!
Seniors and Rezzies both into the grand final, and I can't wait. I've already hit up Toby and said, mate, will you be around for a chat or available for a chat at any point during that night? And he goes, oh, yeah, no, sometime after. I'm like, no, mate. No, I want to FaceTime you in the celebrations. Win, lose or draw, I want to get a chat with this bloke on the night. So if you're listening to me, Toby, you'll get a phone call at some point during that night.
Preferably win, though.
They've got so many
bad
genies.
content. If not,
I fucking hate this. It's just fun. It's just people breaking chairs and everything. Oh, yeah, no, the boys had a good time.
It would just be me counselling Toby through this loss.
Especially when you know what questions you were going to ask him already, and even if he loses, and you say, "Oh yeah, how was it, mate?" So you know how it was.
Toby, what was the difference on the day? Shit.
Well, there's always next week. All right.
Get the win, Queenstown.
Yeah. So Essendon suck.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
All right.
Thoughts on the grand final location?
Where's that going to be?
Perth.
Okay.
Okay.
Confirmed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, they said
I
if
thought-
it couldn't be in.
Yeah, I thought that's
Yeah.
If it
Well, it's
can't
not
be
going to
in
be the
it,
MCG.
It's not
Yeah,
going to
let's
be.
be honest.
Well, how do
Might
they-
be. Might be.
Because Eddie Maguire was shooting off at the hip a little while ago saying that they're going to triple ring fence and titanium and they're going to have rapid testing out the front. And everyone's going to be, no, they're
No,
not.
they're not.
It's not going to happen.
They're not going to have crowds.
We're just going to magically get this technology out of nowhere. You know,
because
nowhere
it
else
exists.
has it.
But even Eddie Maguire, as he's saying this, is going to cost upwards to $1 million just to get rapid testing set up out the front of the MCG. And I'm like, you can't even get enough Australians to get vaccinated, let alone get tested before they walk in. Sorry, but that's $1 million wasted when you could just have it in Perth in front of people. Just make it happen.
That's right. By the time the Brownlow rolls around, the bet between Elodie and Cream will be big enough, so Cream will just buy it. And just
That'll be nice.
get it back to the G.
Yeah.
Or if any Port supporters are listening, Jack Hudson, I'm looking at you. If Port make it, I might use the money to bribe Gillan McLaughlin to send it over here.
Ooh.
There we go.
You're not going to get very far.
Admire that.
I think it's actually a very good decision.
Yeah.
Because if they had
I've got a briefcase full of cash.
if they had
Not another one.
if they had had it here and Port Adelaide make it against someone, you just know that other team's going to be fucking stinking
Absolutely.
up the joint saying, why do they effectively get a home grand final?
Yeah, which is why Perth has made sense from the beginning. They've got no cases. They've got hard border. They've got no teams in it for exactly what you're talking about there. It's a purely neutral venue. That, and it's our newest stadium, isn't it? Like it's the newest state of art.
But do they have the fig trees or whatever?
That's what I was going to say. They've got no fig trees. They chipped them. It's gone underneath. It's good for absorbency.
Good on you. Anyway, keeping the score.
Good on you, dickhead.
I don't have to have a reason for the things I do and say. Anyway.
Cream?
What year does the
dishevelled.
MCG have the contract to?
Oh,
It's like 2050.
50 more years, but they've extended it by 2 years because they've missed 2, I think I read the other day. So every year they miss it, they just
It's the most
extend it another
hilarious
year anyway.
contract ever. Wasn't it like 2016 or something where they signed it and it was like, oh, it might be for another 10 years or something. And it's like 50 years.
And if you move it, you take the grass with you.
Yeah. You can take your own patch. You can take it away from the Gabba, the 3-bowl. I mean, that was the
Lunacy.
stupidest.
Wasn't even on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. It was just to the side.
Just there. It's the most ridiculous contract since Josh Jenkins' multi-million-dollar contract. It's a good throwback.
Now, week 2 preview.
All right.
Who wants to? Pete, you want to get the games up for this
Sure,
week?
absolutely.
There's only 2 of them.
And
Thanks,
there will be games, and they are happening next week.
And they'll be playing footy at an oval
And
with
they will
no
play-
trees.
Yeah.
Not in Melbourne.
It's not gravel like the Queenstown Crows.
Yeah. So
yes.
first off, on Friday night.
Like we were talking about before.
Yeah, because they're Queensland. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Tasmania.
Yeah,
Yes.
get around.
Not Darwin.
Not Darwin.
Jace Kemp,
Jace.
professional reporter, Jace
Yeah.
Kemp.
You tell him, Elodie.
10 eyewitness news. First at 5.
That's this nasty point.
Yeah.
That was a cold regard.
Cold regards.
Cold
Jace Kemp.
regards. Crowcast.
I sent you that story, Jace. I sent you all the info in the thing, mate. You just had to read verbatim what I wrote you, Jace.
Sorry. That sounded like it had been pent up for 3 months.
I wrote to them. I said, check these guys out. You'll love it. Like for Word of the Week, they play in West Tasmania. And he goes, yeah, in Darwin in the Northern Territory. I guess it rains a lot up there. I'm like, Jace, just read the run sheet.
My favourite part was Sam Tugger when the crowd was just like, Queenstown Crom. You got him. All right. First up, we've got Friday night. We've got Geelong Cats versus GWS Giants at Optus Stadium. Elodie, who do you have in this game?
I've got Geelong will definitely win, so GWS will win.
That's good rationale.
By 20 points.
Yeah,
20 points. Lleyton?
I want Giants to win, so Geelong will win by 21 points.
Oh.
For me, if Green plays, GWS win because Geelong were just shit last week.
Wait, which Green?
Tom Green.
T Green? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, if Toby Green plays, GWS win. If not, a bit closer and Geelong probably win.
I can't work out all this opposite world stuff, so I genuinely think Geelong will win.
Boo.
Meaning Geelong will win.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Straight shooter.
Ooh,
Radical.
Okay. Strange.
Where's the twist?
I think with or without Tom Stewart, GWS will win.
I'm saying GWS as well. And I think there's going to be upheaval at Geelong.
Wait, do you mean
So
Tom Stewart or Toby Green? Who are you talking
With
about?
or without Tom Stewart. Oh, sorry, did I say Tom Stewart?
Twice. You meant it twice.
Okay. Well, sorry. Let me.
So with or
correct
without
myself.
Josh
With or
Jenkins, Geelong will lose.
With or without
Nathan
Toby
Ablett.
Green, GWS will win because Tom Stewart is the more important to Geelong than Toby Green is to GWS. And GWS belted them by like 8 goals 4 weeks ago.
Well articulated, Cream, after the third attempt. Good job.
Thank you so much.
I'm going for Giants. All right. Next up, we've got Brisbane Lions versus Western Bulldogs at the Gabba at a time that is to be concluded. Elodie, who do you have?
I have the Brisbane Lions and Jared Lyons to get 47 touches.
Oh, one
Break
more.
the record.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go Lions just because it's at the Gabba, but knowing the Lions, they'll screw it up like they did last year. So Lions.
Straight sets?
I'm going the Dogs, yeah. Straight sets for the Lions.
Wow. Damon.
Yeah, Lions for me too.
Yeah, Dogs for me. I tipped them to win the flag. So.
Yeah.
I'm going for Western Bulldogs as well. I think there's a touch of 2016 about this. He's got them believing. Or he's just threatening them straight out.
Don't stop believing. What a banger.
We're not going out with Jordan tonight.
Does anyone have any thoughts on the All-Australian team?
Seed robbed.
Yeah.
Stringer robbed.
Stringer robbed, you reckon?
Yeah.
Boak robbed.
You're joking.
Yeah, Boak was
You're
robbed.
joking.
Boak was robbed, yes.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like?
I'm just wondering.
Okay.
He was the best player in the comp in the last month, but I think it was...
Yeah, well, in that case, Parrish was the best player in the comp for like a month as well.
He shouldn't have got any.
No.
Yeah, Kareem.
Nah, I think Parrish would be my first out. Lions in for Parrish. Jared Lyons.
Oh, yeah.
Not Boak?
Boak makes the bench at least, surely.
Boak is a good boy.
He's,
Um,
he's the Medi sub.
I love it when you call them good boys.
Oh, yeah, they should have done a medi-sub this year.
The All-Australian Medi sub. And they take the all-22 photo and they're just off to the side.
No, they're photoshopped in.
They're wearing the bib, the official bib.
And then we
Yeah, you don't get a
Photoshop.
jacket at all.
Then we Photoshop in Tom Lynch in tracksuit pants later.
So this is a real quick side note, but imagine being like in the premiership, there is going to be a Medi sub who might go
Yeah.
unused. It's going to get a
Yeah.
premiership medal, and that's fun, and I like that.
Yep.
He's wearing the sub vest on top of the
Oh, I would.
holding the cup.
I'd go up in my tracksuit pants and everything, and a towel around my neck, and the full bib. I'd go in full kit.
You know what? We just got out of the shower, boys.
Oh, we won.
No, I wasn't watching.
One of those big dressing gowns they wear in the NFL. I'd wear one of those up to the dads.
I've got a creamy's call. I reckon this is a fucking good one.
There we go.
If Melbourne make the grand
I was
final,
going to say this.
They put
They
that
will
guy
make
as the
Nathan
Medi
Jones.
sub, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was saying
But
this
what-
about Geelong the other day with,
But what if
with
they
Tom
get an injury?
Stewart.
well, then he'll play.
I would still back a half-baked Nathan Jones over a lot of other, VFL-worthy kids and stuff. I think he could still bring it on the day.
Let's be honest. Even if one of Melbourne's on balls or whatever gets injured in the third quarter, a 100%, like all the other mids will be fucking gassed.
Yeah.
Nathan Jones will still be better than all of them.
And he'll get
when he comes off.
He'll get 8 soft touches on the outside, but they'll lead to 4 score involvements or something.
Yeah.
Like
And he'll actually earn his medal like another number 2 from another team.
Take that, Bobby boy.
Salty bench.
Yeah, didn't like that.
All right. So are we going to tell the listeners what we're going to be doing coming up?
Oh, we're supposed to do that before, weren't we?
Oh, crap.
Damon and I are going to put together some draft gear.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of draft spotlight.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Three-parter,
we've also,
I think.
we've also got we're going to be doing a catch up for all of our Patreons on Brownlow night as well.
Yeah,
We might do a live, possibly, pending COVID restrictions.
Mm.
And we've got a whole bunch of AFLW stuff coming too, so we'll be doing some interviews as well. I've got a 90s deep dive lined up as well, so bit of sizzle there.
And if you guys want us to keep catching up every Monday, just shoot us a message. We'll catch up and just talk.
What is that rubbish?
We'll just record it.
We should just do an AFL pod in the off-season.
We're also going to do some Patreon content as well. You're going to do some...
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll just keep trolling through Instagram to find Crows players that played 1 or 2 games in like 2004 and just hit them up for an interview. So.
Obscure Crow live.
My favorite is going onto Instagram, onto the Crowject handle, and I'll go onto the messages or something, and it'll just be from Mike Cook, will do, thanks, smiley face, and I'll be like, huh?
No spoilers. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you got to start cooking up,
Hey.
I'm flagging that.
Yeah.
And you can
Put a beep in there.
over his voice.
Oh, no, that's
Okay.
fine.
Yep.
Well thought, Cream. That's unlike you to about what's been said.
But in all honesty, can I say,
Yes.
I'm fucking proud of you
Me?
with this obscure Crow thing and actually getting players on and sticking at it, sticking fat. I know it's a bit of a piss take. 'cause
Sticking fat.
Yeah, sticking fat. Like,
Love to stick that.
I know it's a bit of a piss take because these players played fuck all games, but the fact that you actually care about it and it is a good segment and you're actually sticking with it long enough to start getting players on and they want to get involved is actually just awesome. So
Thanks, Cream. I appreciate it. I like you care about it. It's like, I don't give a shit, but at least you're passionate about it. Yeah, that's good fun. And it's less nerve-wracking talking to someone who's like, I don't know, like the Will Young interview I did, he's just a teacher. She's just a primary school teacher. It's nice. I don't want to talk to like Rob. That'd be scary.
it would be very scary. Especially when you need to correct him on how he's wearing his beanie.
Oh my God.
So you dropped this. Nah, I found it.
Warm regards to you, Rob.
Oh, this is wholesome again. It's come full circle.
The mushy
We've made it
stuff
wholesome.
back.
I like it. I'm proud of you, Cream.
For making it
every-
wholesome?
Yeah.
You put your pants on the right way around today. So
There's a first for everyone.
Hang on, has anyone actually checked that? Because I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's
it
fine.
looks fine.
There's a hole in it, though.
Yeah.
You tickling my ass.
No. On the way out, just want to give a shout out as always to our sponsors in Trojan Aluminium and Pain Med SA. And thank you again to our Patreons. The website to become a Patreon is
Patreon.com/Crowject.
Yes, it is.
Got it.
And the link to get a Crombini or a Garden State shirt or a phone case or a scarf or
Lapel pin,
stickers,
cordy hat,
fucking anything is
Crowject.bigcartel.com.
I'm very proud of you, Ben.
Oh, thank you, Pete.
Aw.
I'm proud of you too.
Okay.
And
The
last
awesomeness here.
but not least, as we mentioned before, we're going to be wearing those shirts to raise money for
childhood cancer.
Bang.
Good work, Lleyton.
proud of you, Lleyton.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Doing so well.
And we're raising money for childhood cancer by doing
City debate.
yes.
Proud of you,
Proud of you,
Damon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damon. Good
And
job.
you can donate by going to
Pressbox podcast and bloody search the thing. Oh, man.
GoFundMe page.
Just Google it.
Search walk the walk, talk the talk, Jace Kemp on Google and it'll come up
Proud
first
of you,
result.
Oh, Brady,
Bingo,
Brady.
bang.
Save my ass.
Ashamed of you, Peter. Shame.
And that's about it.
All right.
Go.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Craig.
Thanks, Cream.
Thanks. You did.
And don't forget to listen to Kanye's new album.
All right. Good plug. Is he sponsoring us?
We're getting some royalties from that.
I just know how much Pete loves Taylor Swift.
What? What is that?
I'm gonna let you finish. Bro.
It's
He gets it.
Okay.
I'm so confused. All right.
Go Crom.
Go,
Go,